हेलो मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, आप लोग तैयार होंगे ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है। क्लास 10 एनसीईआरटी और सीबीएसई बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन 2021 के लिए जो पैशन हमारे अंदर में आया है कि आप तक हम अपने इस ज्योग्राफी की वीडियो को पहुंचाऊं, और जो प्यार आप लोग मुझे लगातार देते जा रहे हैं, उससे जो एनर्जी मुझे मिल रही है वो प्रत्येक दिन मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूं कि आपके लिए एक न एक वीडियो जाता रहे। तो आप ये तो समझ ही चुके होंगे कि पार्ट 1 जो कि आप योर टीचर्स क्लासरूम का वीडियो देखा होगा, तो उसमें आपने इंट्रोडक्शन पढ़ा था रिसोर्स के बारे में, और जो पार्ट 2 हमने अपलोड किया था 22 को, वो आपका क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ रिसोर्स था। क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ रिसोर्स में बेटा आपने क्या देखा? आपने ये देखा कि किस तरीके से उसे कई सारे बेसिस पे उसे डिफाइन किया गया। ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ओरिजिन पे किया गया, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ एग्जॉस्टेबिलिटी पे किया गया, जिसमें कि रेनेबल और नॉन रेनेबल के बारे में आपने पढ़ा, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्टेटस ऑफ डेवलपमेंट था, एंड सो ऑन। इस वीडियो में आप क्या देखने जा रहे हैं? जो आपने पार्ट 2 में देखा, उसमें देखा कि डिस्क्रिमिनेट यूज ऑफ रिसोर्स क्या होता है और इनडिस्क्रिमिनेट यूज ऑफ रिसोर्स क्या होता है, यानी मकसद क्या था रिसोर्स का, हाउ टू यूज दिस रिसोर्सेज बिकॉज दे आर लिमिटेड फॉर आवर लाइफ। तो हमने इस लेक्चर प्लान में उसके प्लानिंग के बारे में आपको समझाने की कोशिश करूंगा, जिसका नाम होगा रिसोर्स प्लानिंग एंड कंजर्वेशन। हाउ टू यूज दैट रिसोर्सेज, जुडिशियसली रिसोर्स को कैसे यूज किया जाए। ओके, सो एज यूजुअल, जैसा कि मेरा प्लान होता है, मेरा लेक्चर प्लान होता है कि हम उसमें सबसे पहले कॉन्सेप्ट मैपिंग की बात करते हैं। तो आइए ना, सबसे पहले कॉन्सेप्ट मैपिंग की बात करते हैं। This is your concept mapping on the center of the screen here. Resource planning and conservation. Under the head of the resource planning and conservation, we have to study resource planning here and resource planning in India also. So under the heading of resource planning in India, we have to see about the introductions and how to use and how to start the resource planning and what will be their methods. So the methods of resource planning is most important here. And the last one is the conservation of resources. But as usual, after going through all these topics, we have to see about the learning outcomes. You already know that. This is my style of teaching for you. And so, we have to first of all see about the learning objective. What is the aim of this lesson plan? Okay. So after studying these lessons, what will you get? You will know about the need of judicious use of resources in our country. You know the judicious resource? The term judicious is used in the part 1 of this video. Part 1 of this chapter. The first video uploaded at your teacher's classroom. Judicious use of the resources. आपको कितना ज्ञान होना चाहिए अपने रिसोर्स को यूज करने में, कितना पानी आपको सही तरीके से यूज करना चाहिए, how much water you have to use in your life every day, and what is the method of the usage of that water, what is the method of using the fossil fuels. And so just see here, I am going to just the tutorial part without wasting some more and more time to discuss about these things. Just come here to the point, like this is the conservation of resources you are seeing here. A person just take the water, a drop of water on his head. What is the importance of water here? You can see. What is the importance of plant? You can see here. So see the resource planning. So the resource planning is the judicious use of resources, as you know. Resource planning becomes more important in a country like India. Why this is more important in India? Just think it over. You know, 130 crore, 130 crore is the population of India. And we have a small area with respect to the global countries. We are fall in the category of 7th position in the field of area, you know, and in the field of populations we got 2nd position in the world. But you have a less resource than USA. You have a less resource than the United States of America, Russia, China, etc. But in populations you are on the 2nd positions. And so you have a limited resources, but you have vast populations. So there is a very important way you have to manage that resources and how to use that resources judiciously in our country. So what kind of resources are there? We are talking about here the coal and iron ore, just to see on this screen. Coal and iron ore. And we have taken here the reference. This is your motherland, India. And in India, you know there are 30 states in these days. And out of them, we have taken some of the 6 states of the India: Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, and Ladakh. Just click on this, Jharkhand. What kind of resources are there? Just see here. This is Jharkhand. On India map, Jharkhand is at this place, just below the Bihar. And in Jharkhand, I have taken here just 3 things: Jharkhand, iron ore and coal ore. So Jharkhand, जो कि ये कलर से मैंने यहाँ पे रिप्रेजेंट किया है, this is the language of the map, you know. And this is your iron ore. As you already see in the part 1 and part 2 also, this symbol has been used in our videos. Show the iron ore at this place in the Jharkhand. This is the district of the Jharkhand. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 places the iron ore is there. And similarly the coal ore is at this place in the Jharkhand, which is one of the states of India. Similarly in Chhattisgarh, just see here, Chhattisgarh is at this place. And this is the actual map of Chhattisgarh, north, and this is south, and this is east, and this is west. So in Chhattisgarh, this is the color, and iron ore is at this place, and the bauxite ore is at this place. Okay, so you can learn this symbol, where at this place is iron ore and bauxite are found in the Chhattisgarh. And so the states of Chhattisgarh is rich in minerals and coal deposits. You already seen here. So take the case of the Rajasthan. Rajasthan is the western states of India, and you can see here there are 2 symbols here: the wind energy plant at this place and the solar energy plant at this place. So Rajasthan is the state of Rajasthan is very well endowed with solar and wind energy, but lacks in water resources, and that is the critical case of the Rajasthan. You already know. Okay. Now I am going to see the case of Madhya Pradesh. Just see, this is the Madhya Pradesh, the central states of India, and here the coal ore and copper ore are situated at this place. Okay, you can find out the coal and copper ore from this region in the Madhya Pradesh. So we can say that the states of Madhya Pradesh is rich in minerals and coal deposits. So now you can understand it very clearly. Now we take the state of Arunachal Pradesh of India. This is the easternmost state of India, and this is also called the first sunrise appears in the Arunachal Pradesh, and that's it. The name is Arunachal Pradesh क्योंकि सूरज सबसे पहले यहीं पर इंडिया में सुबह में दिखाई देता है. So Brahmaputra river is this place. This is the case of Brahmaputra river. Arunachal Pradesh has abundance of water resources but lacks infrastructural development. You have to remember this. And in the case of Ladakh, you know, the part of Jammu and Kashmir. In these days, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are 2 regions, newly created states in India. Also Ladakh is at this place. The green color is represented as the Ladakh. The cold desert of the Ladakh. Why this is called the cold desert? Thar Marusthal आपने सुना है. Thar desert in the Rajasthan is a hot desert of India, but this Ladakh is a cold desert where the only ice and high mountain ranges are there. It is relatively isolated from the rest of the country. It was very rich in cultural heritage, but it is deficient in water, infrastructure, and some vital minerals. What kind of water is deficiency here? The mineral waters, like the drinking water, is very difficult to manage here. So we have seen the 6 states of India, what kind of mineral resources are in these states. Now take the other cases. The types of discriminations can be reduced or completely eliminated. What you see here is some states have more rich in the field of minerals, some states are not have minerals, so there is a diversity and to find out the minerals in different states. So these types of discriminations can be reduced or completely eliminated with proper planning of judicious use of resources at the national, state, regional and local levels. So you see here the national level means India, and this is a position. This is the national level. This is a state of Odisha, And now here they take one of the districts of the Odisha. So this is the representation of state level, and the third one is this is a district of Odisha, and so this is the district levels. So you can manage the resource planning on the basis of three levels. The first one is the national level, second the state level, and third is the local level. You have to remember it. Like a question may be asked in the CBSE board examinations, what is the way of planning the resources? So you can say that there are three ways of planning of the resources. The first one is the national level, second the state level, and third is the local level. So I think you can understand it very clearly. Okay. Now I am going to take some another points that the resource planning in India. What is resource planning in India? How can you introduce it? Resource planning is a complex process. Resource can contribute in a proper development only with good planning, keeping technology skills and institution in mind. So the resource planning is based on the three factors at least. First one, you should have a knowledge of technology. Second, you should have a knowledge of skills, and you should have some institutions in your mind so that they can provide a path how to manage resource planning. And the institution has the duty to create some research articles, to create some research way, how to use the resource planning, and how this method should be introduced to the people of that nations, the peoples of that place, to manage the resources. So resource planning in India is one of the most important goals right from its first 5-year plan. You know, there are so many 5-year plans in these days already have been expanded. The first 5-year plan has started from 1951 to 1956. So उसी समय से फर्स्ट ईयर प्लान जो था अपना, उसी समय से रिसोर्स प्लानिंग इंडिया में चल रही है और अच्छी तरीके से चल रही है. मेथड ऑफ रिसोर्स प्लानिंग क्या होता है? Method of resource planning is defined as a method of effective planning of all resources of the country or states. Effective way में कैसे resource को plan किया जाए? Following are the main methods of resource planning. So you know कि there are three methods of resource planning here. The first one is identification and inventory. The second one is making of the planning structure, and the third one is matching the resources development plans. So just click here and get the notifications here. The identification and inventory. What do you mean by this? Identification and inventory of resources across the regions of the country. And this involves surveying, mapping, qualitative, quantitative estimation and measurement of the resources. कैसे हम सर्वे करें कि ये रिसोर्स कहाँ पर पाया जाता है, उसको मैनेज करने के लिए मैपिंग कैसे करें, जैसे मैंने आपके लेक्चर प्लान के लिए मैपिंग बनाया है. So you have to draw a mapping chart कि how to identify कि this is a resource and we have to manage this resource. And the qualitative, उसकी quantity, qualitative जो अच्छी तरीके से उसे कैसे उसमें से extract किया जाए, और quantitative कितने मात्रा में उसको वहाँ से निकाला जाए, कितने period पर, quantitative estimations and measurement of the resources कि वो resource वहाँ पर है कितना मात्रा में, और इस तरीके से उसे यूज करने का प्लान किया जाए कि इसे इतने समय में इतना ही यूज करना चाहिए. So this is one of the method, and that method is known as identification and inventory. Now you can take the second point like making of the planning structure. Making of the planning structure means with the appropriate technology, skill and institutional setup for implementing resource development plans. ये भी आपको ध्यान में रखना पड़ेगा कि अगर आप रिसोर्स को प्लान करना चाहते हैं तो आपको कुछ इंस्टीट्यूशनल सेटअप करना पड़ेगा, और ये चीज बहुत ही जरूरी है जो कि हमने इसमें पढ़ा है. द थर्ड वन इज मैचिंग द रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट. मैचिंग द रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट प्लान्स द ओवरऑल नेशनल डेवलपमेंट प्लान्स. The overall national development plans you have to create so that you can use or you can manage your resource planning in a very good and effective way, and this is known as a judicious way of using your natural resources in your country or in your place. Now I am going to start the conservation of resources. Resources are vital for any development activity. You know, if you do not have minerals, if you do not have stones, if you do not have a resource like soils, how can you get the irrigations? If you do not have a stone pieces, how will you make a buildings, how will you make a tower, how will you make a roads? So that every resource Water resource is very important. If you do not have a water, how you get the irrigation process? If you do not have a water, how you spend your life? You do not have a drinking water. So just think, the resources are vital for any development activity. Not only the development activity, but the resources like water and soils are very important for the existing life on this planet, beautiful planet. But you know, over utilization of resources may lead to socio-economic and environmental problems. You can see here the over utilization of tree. आपका पॉपुलेशन बढ़ते जा रहा है और पॉपुलेशन के बढ़ने से क्या होता है कि उसको घर चाहिए। घर बनाने के लिए आप उसमें लकड़ी की फ्रेम यूज करते हैं, गेट बनाते हैं, खिड़की बनाते हैं, विंडो बनाते हैं और वो आप ओवर यूटिलाइजेशन कर रहे हैं। परेशानी क्या होती है? यू हैव अ डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, यू हैव अ डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ सॉइल। जो यहाँ पर आप पेड़ काटते हैं तो रेन होती है, बाढ़ आती है, उसमें आपका ये जो सॉइल इरोजन हो जाती है, उससे मिट्टी जो कि आपका इतना बड़ा रिसोर्सेज है। वाई सॉइल इज ए ग्रेट रिसोर्सेज बिकॉज यू कैन प्रोड्यूस सॉइल इन ए लिमिटेड पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। आपको एक चम्मच सॉइल 1 क्यूबिक सेंटीमीटर सॉइल अगर आपको बनाना है, you can take thousands of years to make 1 cubic centimeter of soil. But if you want to produce a beautiful shirt, you can produce a beautiful shirt in pieces of thousands of logs in a particular day in a by mechanical process in an industry. But by mechanical process in an industry, you cannot make soil. So your soil is a very important resource for your life on this surface. So you know the soil is the most important part. और सॉइल को कौन बचाएगा? जो ट्री है, जो घास फूस आप लगाते हैं अर्थ पे, उसके द्वारा ही इसे बचाया जा सकता है। नहीं तो अगर आप उसे पेड़ को काटेंगे, सॉइल इरोजन कैन बी टेकन प्लेस और वो सारे सॉइल इरोजन विद द हेल्प ऑफ द फ्लोइंग वाटर ऑफ द रिवर वो समुद्र में चलता जाता है और इस तरीके से आपका लॉस होता है। सो ओवर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ ट्री सॉइल इरोजन के लिए सबसे प्रमुख कारण माना जाता है। द इम्पोर्टेंट इश्यूज हो जाता है उसके लिए। देखिए यहाँ पे ओवर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ वाटर ऑन द ग्राउंड टू मेक द ग्राउंड ग्रीन फॉर द प्लेइंग क्रिकेट, प्लेइंग सम अदर गेम्स. So many leaders and thinkers have been advocating for the judicious use and conservation of resources. In that, one of the person was Mahatma Gandhi, as you know, Bapu. Gandhiji told that there is enough for every day. It is need and not for anybody's greed. So resource conservation is very important for our life. So Gandhiji has placed the greedy and selfish individuals and exploitative nature of the modern technology as the root cause for resource depletion at the global level. तो उन्होंने न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी जो आया और जो अच्छे शहर को बचाना शुरू किया, कई सारे न्यू प्लेस जो है शहर में डेवलप की गई। जैसे कि दिल्ली के बारे में ही सोचिए, पहले दिल्ली हुआ करता था, फिर बाद में न्यू दिल्ली आ गया, मुंबई के बाद फिर न्यू मुंबई आ जाती है। और इस तरीके से आपने देखा कि किस तरीके से अर्बनाइजेशन स्टार्ट हुआ और कई सारे जंगलों और पेड़ों को काटा गया। तो इसीलिए उन्होंने कहा कि जो न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी आ रही है और जो शहरों को बढ़ा रहे हैं उसमें आप इतने सारे पेड़ों को काट रहे हैं, तो ये चीज़ जुडिशियसली नहीं है और ये आपका जो ग्रीडी नेचर है, ये आपके लिए खतरनाक है। So he was against the mass production and wanted to replace it with the production by the masses. So this is very important for you. You have to understand it, and thus conservation of resources at various levels becomes most important. Resources can be conserved only with their judicious use. So conservation कितना जरूरी है रिसोर्स का और किस तरीके से उसे मैनेज किया जाए, ये आपको समझना चाहिए। So आपने इसमें सारे टॉपिक्स को देख लिया। आइए देखते हैं कि इसका लर्निंग आउटकम्स में आपने क्या सीखा। रिसोर्स प्लानिंग के बारे में आपने सीखा कि इट इज द यूडिशियस यूज ऑफ द रिसोर्सेज शुड बी होना चाहिए। रिसोर्स प्लानिंग बिकम्स मोर इम्पोर्टेंट इन ए कंट्री लाइक इंडिया एंड वेयर द रिसोर्सेज आर नॉट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड प्रॉपर्ली, बिकॉज not distributed properly means you have a discriminate type of resources, uniformly distributed नहीं है। If Madhya Pradesh has some iron and coals, then Arunachal Pradesh doesn't have. If Rajasthan has a solar wind and wind power mill, solar energy station, solar power stations and wind power stations, then the Madhya Pradesh doesn't have. So your geographical situation of this country is not uniform, you know, and that's why the resource planning is very much important in India. So these types of discriminations of resources state by state in India can be reduced or completely eliminated with proper planning of judicious use of resources at the national, state and district levels or local levels. So resource planning is a complex process, and resource can be contribute in a proper development only with good planning, keeping technology, skills and institution in mind. So resource planning India is one of the most important goals right from its first 5-year plan that is existing between 1951 to 1956. So this is your learning outcomes. और मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि आपको ये भी लेक्चर उतना ही पसंद आया होगा जैसे कि आपने हमारे पार्ट 1 और पार्ट 2 के वीडियो में जो आपने इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ रिसोर्स पढ़ा और जो क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ रिसोर्स पढ़ा वो अच्छा लगा होगा। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप हमसे इसी प्रकार जुड़ते रहेंगे योर टीचर्स क्लासरूम में। आपका स्वागत है, आप आते रहिए और प्रत्येक दिन अपने कोर्स के हिसाब से चैप्टर वाइज, सेक्शन वाइज वीडियो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ एनसीईआरटी देखते रहिए, पढ़ते रहिए, लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करते रहिए, बेल आइकन क्लिक करना मत भूलिएगा क्योंकि जो भी वीडियो हम बनाएंगे वो डायरेक्ट आपको तुरंत पहुंचे, यही हमारी उम्मीद है और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपको ये अच्छा लगा होगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच टू गिविंग मी द प्रेशियस टाइम।